I'm Sherry. I live in Listowel, but all of my children and grandchildren in the last 15 years have lived mostly in Kitchener-Waterloo. I think one of the things that's important to me at this point in time is my husband and I aren't getting any younger, and there's some health things coming up, and I have a concern that at some point in time it's not going to be easy for both of us, one or both of us, to drive. And so to know that I still have a way to get safely to see my family without having to drive and take a risk at any point in time as we age, I think that makes me feel more confident with the future as well.
We often hear stories that our riders would walk if they didn't have access to a car. So before PC Connect, they're walking up to 2 hours to get to Stratford from some of our rural communities in Perth County. So it's definitely been a life-changing service for the residents in Perth County.
Do many things, whether you want to go to work, whether you want to go shopping, you want to attend some recreational activities. Whatever you want to do, the option and the doors are open, and it's something that the county and the city haven't had for a very long time.
PC Connect is for everyone. So our typical customers range from students to working professionals to seniors, really anyone who's looking to save money, reduce their carbon footprint, or simply enjoy a relaxing trip throughout the county and surrounding areas.
It's an option that people didn't have before as far as getting from point A to point B throughout the county. And it's, I know by the customer feedback that we've received over the last almost 2 years, they're very appreciative that the service now exists.
I mean, my main reason for traveling on the bus is to see family and to be able to see them more often. The service is really convenient because it brings me right to a stop at Conestoga Mall, and the Ion is right there beside it. And so I can get on the Ion and it will take me right to the front door of my daughter's house. I often have my grandson with me, and he and I have taken the bus together from Waterloo to Listowel. And I have 2 younger grandchildren who are really getting excited about being able to take the bus with Grandma to Grandma's house. And it's just usually a very enjoyable ride.
So with our new technology, riders are able to pre-book their ride and pay for it using a variety of different payment methods. They're able to track the bus in real time, and they're also able to receive service notifications directly to their phone. So it's just added this extra layer of convenience for our riders, and although it's not necessary, people can continue to still call in through the phone or simply show up at the bus stop 5 minutes in advance. However, just being able to provide this technology enhances our customer experience and really makes riding PC Connect as easy as possible. So not only did our new technology really improve our rider experience, it also improved our reporting capabilities quite significantly. So through the app, we're able to derive better insights about our daily operations and our overall service performance, which is really vital for the long-term sustainability and advocacy for the PC Connect service. PC Connect has contributed to the growth and development of our communities by providing residents with more access to more opportunities. So prior to PC Connect, Perth County and many of the surrounding areas were completely unserved by public transportation. So the launch of PC Connect has enabled our residents to access more. So for more employment opportunities, more recreation and social activities, and even access to more specialized healthcare services and appointments. So PC Connect, as a reliable and affordable transportation service, it's really made Perth County a more desirable place to live, to reside in, and to invest in.
We have some other destinations that seems to be a huge draw for the service. That, of course, is the festival, the Stratford Festival that happens for 6 months out of the year in Stratford. That seems to be a large draw for people coming from London or from the county, or say even from Kitchener-Waterloo. Another big destination that we've seen is the St. Jacobs Farmers Market in St. Jacobs. That seems to draw from all over the county and other cities, Stratford as well. That seems to be a big draw later in the week and on the weekends. We've had lots of transportation requests from, as an example, the Waterloo campus in Stratford. A lot of those students come from the KW area looking for affordable transportation to go to school here. Social services, both in Stratford and in the county, looking for affordable ways of provide a service, transportation service to the clients that they support. Large and small manufacturers, in the public at large, everyone's engaged. We try to keep everyone engaged as much as possible, and looking for future development and growth so we can make it a sustainable system in the future.
So for example, we have a lot of riders that use it to get to employment. We partner with a lot of our different industry leaders throughout the county to provide specific stops at their locations, such as LTI.
Before we launched and put vehicles on the road, we had various meetings with all kinds of stakeholders throughout the city and the county to kind of get an idea of, if we were going to do something like this, what is it you'd like to see?
Stakeholder engagement was a top priority for us when developing the service, and not only once it launched, but now that it's been on the road as well. So we're constantly reaching out to different employers throughout the county and surrounding areas, different social service groups and organizations, in order to make the service as appealing and useful to them and their clients as possible.
This was launched as a brand new service, which started right from the ground up. Staff from the county, staff from the city, our contracted service provider, who's very knowledgeable and very professional and has numerous years of experience with these type of models of how to deliver service, has been a great help to staff as far as launching this. Everyone involved, from our stakeholders, from the public, manufacturing, medical, retail, any of the above, even schools, have played a huge role in launching this service and to keep it running and improving as the days go on. I'll take you back to 2018 when we had a window of opportunity for funding for community transportation. All of Ontario did, as a matter of fact. So it was determined back then that we would form a partnership with the county, with the City of Stratford, and we would apply for the funding, as a partnership. We were accepted to run a pilot. We got some funding to start it off for the first 5 years, and we were much appreciative to the province and the MTO for supplying that funding for us so we could launch this service. However, even with the funding, there is still some operating expenses that need to come from the municipalities. So we're partnered with 3 municipalities between St. Mary's, North Perth, and ourselves in the county. there is still some budget requirements due to the fact that some of the funding doesn't quite meet completely all the operating expenses that we have to manage. So there is some, as much as we graciously appreciate the funding from the MTO and the province, it's a matter of, we'll continue to lobby because we want to keep this as a sustainable service. The residents of the county seem to use this service quite a bit. We want to see more in the future, and of course, to make that happen, we need some more funding. But I can't iterate enough how much we appreciate the funding that the MTO and the province has given us, and all the other community transportation partners in Ontario to start a service like this.
"5 years from now, I hope to see PC Connect as a permanent part of our community. I foresee PC Connect growing to offer more frequency in service areas and also offering more connectivity to different public transit services in order to make traveling throughout southwestern Ontario as easy and convenient as possible. You shouldn't need to rely on a car in order to have a good quality of life, and I hope that in 5 years, even more of our residents in our community can attest to that."
We're seeing the fruits of our labor as far as all the work that everyone's put in. We're starting to see the results in riderships now that everything's kind of back to normal. For the future, I'd like to see, of course, sustainability. I use that word a lot. We want something that's user-friendly to those that use the service. Of course, connectivity and frequency are always big in my mind. I'd like to see, future better connections with GO or VIA or with other community transportation programs that are in the Southwest. That would be a great piece to look at in the future.